What's up? What's up? What's up? I just got finished reading an article in the Japan Times about shootings in Seattle, and these shootings from the lack of description in the of proper description, it was seeing like they're all happening in white neighborhoods, and it's really interesting because you would, you don't hear this stuff so much on TV, you know. And most of the violence is always the news is targets what black people do, but there are a lot of white people out in these white neighborhoods who do a lot of violence. And what it seems like what happened with the Irish girl, which is very, very sad case, another senseless death. By what means, I don't know. I don't know if because they said that they're thinking that the young guy who isn't black, he may have been the one who did it or whatever, and it could have been, one of those games they play when people have intercourse or whatever, and it's a shame. I guess, I just hope that it was an accidental thing, because things do happen when people do play those type when they do engage in stuff. Accidents do happen, and like they said, when he came in the room, it was the young guy that was standing over her. So maybe he was trying to revive her or something. I don't know. But then I read, then you read the comments, and watched the video that Gimmeaflakeman, a Breakman made up, and I think it was a little premature in the video, but I mean, still facts haven't came out, but the comments were really bad. So I saw this, so I just thought I'd put this up and let people know that everywhere in America is bad. It's just that the media just focus on blacks. If you go back, if you look in, I think it's Alabama, or I'll ask my cousin again. I think it was in Alabama, Polka, I forgot where, but there's this famous restaurant, and it was on April the 12th, and it was this Caucasian man, white man. I guess him and his wife must have gotten divorced or something, and she was in the restaurant with her kids, and he came in and just used a firearm, and I think only maybe one of his kids was in critical condition. The other two didn't. The other two people involved didn't survive, and it's, what can I say? It's really sad, we have our problems in the black neighborhoods, but then people, they tend to neglect that violence in America is just really bad, and it's due to most of the drugs, and most drug users in America are white people, and it's just crazy. I mean, and drugs, what I mean by drugs, not even the illegal drugs. I'm talking about even alcohol, it's a drug and stuff too, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. So, yes, it's interesting because I read the notes below, and there was only one note that said gang banging and stuff, but of course, if it was a black male, then they would have been plastic black male, and they probably would have had his picture on there too, like they had on the one that happened on that the death of that young girl up in Tokyo, and everyone's quick to point the finger, but we'll see what happens. But it's America is crazy, but then that's in all countries, even in the homes, in white homes and stuff, sons are getting beat up. I mean, my friends tell me, a lot of stuff that happens in their home, and things that happen, with their moms and pops is quick to pop, because what it is in America though about domestic violence too is that the cops really don't do anything if the person is white, not so much, and from that's what we hear, and they might get in trouble unless, but most of the people they do things to women and stuff, and these guys and they hardly get in trouble. But then there are black men that do things too, and Latino men, or Mexican and foreign men, and I guess Latino. But when you say Latino, Latina is just a name of a whole group of people, but within their group, they're black and white and could be Chinese and Japanese or whatever, if they come from these Spanish, predominantly Spanish countries and stuff like that. But yeah, I just wanted to put this up to let people know that it's it's everywhere. The violence is all over the United States, but I mean it's just like it is out here in Japan too. A lot of stuff happened, but people just tend to. People just gotta go on with their life, but I mean, it's funny because really when you hear that, you don't see, a lot of other people saying, calling these. Well, you don't see black people calling white people these names and stuff that they call us when, somebody in our when another black person do something, and then they blame all the crimes on America. On black people, saying that's what's going on. But that's like in Seattle, what 6% of the people are black, and they all in one park, And if something happens way on the other side of the town or the whole state, it got to be a black person. One black person ran over there and did something. It is really interesting. But it kind of reminds me of this story I think I said before when I was in college. It was this lady getting, talking about blacks in the neighborhood around the school and stuff. And I told her, her husband have a better chance of coming home working in the black neighborhood than patrolling white neighborhoods, and it's just interesting. But like I said, I get a lot of hate and stuff, on YouTube. But I don't care, because I know these they just using their frustration out on me, or my videos, whatever, because they can't really protest probably the problems that they're having, at their homes, with their families and their fathers, and and different things like that. The girls. It's America. It's really a trip. One day maybe I might get to stats and stuff and put them up, because I watched this one video where the person went and got the stats and stuff, and it's just that it's not exciting to white people in America to watch white people do crime. But it's exciting, but it gets everybody all worked up when they see a black person do a crime. So it's, and it could be, of course, we say that it's to destroy the image of black people, but then again, it's that, and it's that type of food, or that type of energy, or that type of nutrition, or whatever you want to call it, that white people need. So, we're good, they're bad, type syndrome and stuff. And whether it's good or not, one thing I would say, it does generate a lot of money, generate a lot of attention, because because like one time when the crime in the black neighborhoods and the Mexican neighborhoods, I don't know why we all say Mexicans, but in California we all say that. But in those neighborhoods, when the crime rate, I think it was like a weekend or something, no one got killed. It was like real. I think it was in like 91 or 92, 90, 91 or 92, 93 or something like that. And no one got killed. And so on the news, they were like, oh, nobody can get killed. We have nothing to report. But they do have white crimes that's going up. But nobody, white people don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's like, oh, well, okay, well, I just got beat by my pops, or, my wife just messed around, something like that, So it's not entertaining for them. Only the good things, love stories and these fantasy movies and stuff is good for them, But when it comes to like excitement and crime, they'll care, and it's funny because they're like, well, it's too bad, people are doing this, or the newspaper says, yeah, my brother, but he's mentally ill, But then they said that he's mentally ill, but the problem, what made him drove him, was that he had a lot of anger inside of him. Anger inside of white man. I thought that was a black man thing. So it's So basically, what the reason I'm putting this up is not to criticize them, portraying us in a bad mood, because everybody who lives in America know that black, we have our crime, but they got theirs too, and they don't want to admit it, whatever. But if you a foreign person, you go into a white neighborhood, and you could be a white Muslim, and you telling you Muslim, bam, they gonna jump on you, you know. And they're really quick to attack. You can go into black neighborhoods, you might get robbed, you know, you just might get shot. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But you know, the chances of you making a lot of friends, or chances of people just really not bothering you, is gonna be it, you know. But if they do bother you, say, oh, well, I'm visiting from somewhere else, you know, maybe I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because according to what kind of neighborhoods, there are crazy people all over the place in America, you know. But, you know, I'm just letting y'all know that, you know, it's just interesting, you know, because it's in the Japanese time. Why would Japanese time report this, you know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, if they're going to start reporting with the white crime and stuff that's going on in the United States, I think that's good, you know, that they do that to show a fair picture of what's going on, because it was Japan who did shout out to the world that, hey, you know, you guys got to stop this discrimination and stuff, or at least brought it to attention and things like that. So anyway, I think I talked a lot. You know, the link is going to be in description. You guys check it out. It's really, really interesting. All right, I'm out.